everybody, lovely to have you here with me. It's Trudy from Trudy Tarot. Hope you're all doing well. So I heard somewhere that there is a Venus retrograde happening. I'm not an astrologer, but nonetheless it's happening. So I wanted to do a pick a card reading focused on love and relationships. So I've got here Lavender, Sage and Elder. So maybe now is a good time to pause the video, see what resonates with you, and I'll put the timestamps in the description box below so you can get straight into the readings. Hope you're all doing well. Now is a good time probably to remind you to please like and subscribe, as it will help my channel to grow. Thank you so much for everybody that's already done that. I'm loving doing this. So see you in the readings. Goodbye. Hello to my lavender people who have picked the lavender card. Let's see what is in store for you. Okay, so what does my lavender pile need to know about love and relationships for this month? Okay, the Empress. Six of Wands. And Knight of Cups. Oh, lovely. So, I feel like you're really coming into your power at the minute. I feel like if you're someone who is single, it feels like you've really got yourself to a point where a relationship is on the cards for you and you're looking for it. Because the thing is with the Empress is she is so powerful, but I think in a really subtle way. It's like Mother Nature, right? She's just at the top of her game, and she's gentle, and she's so in that feminine energy. So I really think that's a key thing that you need to focus on as well for this month in terms of relationships, is just focusing on that femininity, that softness. You know, there might have been a few things that have made you feel like hardened or things like that, but with this Six of Wands, I don't feel like those things are gonna hinder you if you're looking for that, if you're looking for a relationship. Because we get to points in our lives, don't we, where we have, for example, we reach the end of one sort of cycle. So you might have the start of something like a new job, or start a project which is to do with your career, and then you achieve it and it's finished. And then as that ball is rolling and it's getting to that point where it's nearly finished, or you're comfortable in that, there's time for something else to come in. So what I feel is that you're really comfortable and that you're at a place where someone can come in, and I'm really glad it's the Knight of Cups that's coming in. It feels like that to me. It feels like this is you. You're just chilling, you're in that power, and the Knight of Cups is ready, and you know what your Knight of Cups is. I feel like you can sit and like journal and maybe think like, oh, what's my dream person like? What's their ideal? But I think they're just gonna show up and walk towards you. It feels like, because we've got this Empress here, and then we've got this Victory here with the Six of Wands, and then the Knight of Cups also walking, it almost feels like a parade that's just gonna come into your life, and you can just watch it and be like, ah, there they are. It feels like this is a time to not push and just wait for that to come in. Whatever else is going on that's sort of comfortable, if there's that feeling of comfortability elsewhere, that space to have a relationship really feels like it's there. And this Knight of Cups, you know, he as a character, I'm not saying whoever you're with is gendered, but like this character is gentle. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's open. He's not someone that's like full of trauma. Well, everybody has trauma, but he's not somebody that's acting on his trauma. He's open. He's dealt with things that have bothered him in the past, and he's emotionally intelligent. It's a really good sign. It feels like what's coming through is really good and stable and strong. Don't forget, this horse isn't galloping or charging or you know, even just standing still. It's like moving in a nice sort of dressage-y way, and it's beautiful. So I think if you're single, really tap into this energy of the Empress. And I think all you can do is, because I don't think it's a time to push, all you can do is celebrate the victories, the little things that are coming in, and just focus on that vision. Remember, we're still in Pisces, so it's the dream season. It's the season to really think about what you want to welcome in when Aries comes in on the 21st. And so for my people in relationships, I feel like, again, you're really tapped into this Empress. And whoever you're with is this Knight of Cups. And I feel like it's really strong. And maybe what I would encourage you to do is celebrate the victories within your relationship. Because it feels like there's such a strength going on and everything's really, really stable. And there's a lot of times when sometimes things are stable and people want to shake it up. But I don't feel like that's what's happening here. I just want you to kind of look back, especially like I was saying before about us going into Pisces season and the new year, the astrological new year is about to start. This really is a time to reminisce and feel nostalgic and just look back at the time you've had together and be really grateful for it. And just appreciate it, because appreciate what your partner is for you and what sort of victories they've brought into your life. Like the Six of Wands, I really just love that card. It's such a victory card. It's such a this is great. It feels like there's a sort of full circle that's happening within your relationship, and there's a lot of things that you can celebrate together, even just if they're little things. And I think that's what this really is a time for. It's not a time for going deep into that. It's just looking back with that oh, isn't that lovely? And just looking back with each other and celebrating what each other has brought into your life. Yeah. So let's just do a little oracle card to finish off. But Lavender pile, it seems like everything's really lovely for you, to be honest. Let's see what comes through for you to finish the reading. Star Brothers. Protection, loyalty, safety and trust. See, that's like what I was saying with that stability. So for those of you that are single, it's like you've created that world. It feels like you've created a world of stability, and there's loyalty within you, there's safety within you, there's trust in you, and it's now you're feeling open to trusting that other person. And for those of you in the relationships, again, it's just looking back at that strength. That protection, loyalty, safety and trust are all beautiful foundations to have in a relationship. And if it feels like it's just stable, that's a beautiful thing, and that's a great thing. So cherish that. And I think that's everything from me. So I hope you all have a lovely day, lovely month, lovely week whenever I see you next. And I'll see you all soon. Okay, bye. Hello to my second pile. You picked Sage. So let's see what comes through for you. Let's put that there. So what does my Sage pile need to know about love and relationships this month? Hanged Man. Queen of Wands. Ooh, you want to come out? Nine of Swords. Okay. So I feel like there's an element of you that really wants to feel some fire. Okay, in the world of relationships, this is whether you're single or you're in an established relationship or anything like that. I feel like there's part of you that's like, I want to feel fire. There might be like an impatience happening within you as well. That's what I'm feeling, like a sort of impatience. And with the Hanged Man, you gotta just hang in there. You just gotta hang in there and really think about what it is that you do want. Because all you can do with the Hanged Man is just surrender and maybe look at your situation with a slightly different perspective. That's what it's encouraging you to do. If everything feels still and nothing feels like it's moving, maybe start to look at your situation like, what else could I see from this? What else could I look at that maybe I'm not seeing? How could I see this in a different way? And I think wanting that fire is a really good thing, but just make sure it's not coming from a place of impatience and a place of trying to force something. Because all that's going to do is create this sort of angst and mind stress and lack of clarity. We want to really encourage this clarity. So if you're single and you want that sort of fire, I think that means to me that you're ready to welcome something in. And you're looking for something to come in. But the thing is, we can't force anything, okay? You can't make the dream person turn up. You can't, pretend that like everyone is going to be that person. You can't make everybody be that person. But you do want it, and that's a good thing, that you know that you want this sense of fire, okay? But I would also encourage you to feel that stillness and to really be clear on what it is that you want. Because it might just be like, I just want that, like I just want to go on a date and I just want to meet someone and blah, 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 and I want them to be fun and I want them to be all this. But just really take a minute to go, okay, what am I actually looking for? Because if you're looking for that like fire and that rush, it's never going to lead you to the place that you want. Really, it's going to give you a rush for a little bit, and then you'll feel like this, and you'll be back at the start, and it just feels like this sort of cycle. So I just feel like there's an impatience going on. So just really, really try to be specific about what it is you actually want, and like, if it is fire, and is that actually translated into adventure, or you want to be around somebody that has an energy that is yes man, like I want to go do that, I want to do that, and someone that's going to help you like out of your comfort zone or be on your sort of level. But just don't rush for the high all the time. Don't rush for the first thing you see, because good things come to those who sit in the stillness and really think about what it is that they want. Because what I don't want you to do is just always go for that high, dates. I'm going on dates, meet loads of people, and then you're just going to be in this place of chaos. So really welcome that stillness. And if you're in an established relationship, Again, there's this thing with that sense of fire, right? You might be, your partner might be having a hard time, and you're looking, well, they might not be just having a hard time, but I just feel like either way, you want something, you want that feeling of fire, that something new, that rush that like maybe you get when you first are with somebody. But just hang in there. It's okay to address the shadows that are going on, to address the chaos that's going on, whether that's within you or your partner. It's okay to just take a minute of stillness, because again, like I've just said with my singles, is like looking for that rush. It's just not going to bring you joy. It might bring you joy for 5 minutes, it might bring you joy for 5 days, but it's not a long-lasting stability that is going to ultimately give you what you want. I do think, going back to single, if you are feeling like I want to go out and meet people, great time to do it. Great time to do it, as long as you've got that stillness within you and knowledge of what it is that you really want. Really be clear on that. Because if you don't want anything long term, that's fine. But again, just do it from this place inside of love, not from searching for something external. So with going back to my people in relationships, like I would actually encourage you to try something new with your partner, because I feel like we can get into these cycles and just get like bogged down and everything feels the same. So you want that like passion, but like, guys, go and do something different. Go and play tennis, go to paint a pot, go on a night out if you want that fire, or like have a games night. Just do something different and do something that you both know that you love and that you want to share with each other. Even if it's just like setting yourself a big challenge. If you liked walking, like, hey, should we go on this big walk today, just me and you? Or if you like cooking, should we try cooking this like lavish thing that's like not just, oh, we need to eat. Like, try and bring that fire in that way. Yeah. Okay. Let's just pick a final card for all of you lovely people. Time to step up. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I feel like what this sense of stillness is bringing you is the time to dream up new things and dream up what it is. Because when we all want that fire, that's really exciting, because there's a lot of energy behind fire, and there's heat, and it's exciting. And really dream that up and step into it. Yeah. Because I think that fire is important, because it will drive you towards what you ultimately want. So get clear, dream it up, and start taking those actions towards what you want, and just bring it in. Get creative. I'm blabbering now. I'm going to stop. Okay. Lots of love to all of you. I'll see you soon, whenever that is. Thanks for being here. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. You selected pile number 3, which was the Elder branch. So let's see what messages I can find for you about love and relationships for March. Now's a good time. I'm just going to ask you to please like and subscribe. I would love to have you do that and to be here with me more. I keep forgetting to mention it, so if I mention it more than once, sorry. Okay, what messages are out there for my Elder pile? Page of Wands reversed. The Emperor reversed. And the Tower reversed, all reversed. Okay. I would encourage those of you that have picked the elder pile to really get clear on what it is that you want. I feel like there's a lot of thinking going on. That's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of thinking going on and not a lot of starting acting towards what you want. So for all of you, if there's something going on that you're just like, this isn't right, or I don't know, or they don't seem right, like I don't know if they're the one for me, or I don't know, they did this, I'm not sure. One thing I would say is I don't want you to be afraid of starting again. Remember, the Tower reversed is like, we can avoid that huge collapse if we just take a bit of time, we talk about this, and we get a bit clearer. I feel like it's just a time, I don't think it's a time right now to go out, if you're a single person, I don't think it's a time right now to like go out and date loads of people. It might be, because you might get clear on what you want, but I don't think you're going to ultimately get to where you want to go. I think you're going to start off in the same place. If there's a fear that a relationship might end, or you're fearful of being on your own, really, really address this. Remember, Pisces season. I know I've said it 15,000 times if you watch any of my other videos, but we are nearing the end of the year. It is time to let go of things that are no longer serving you. And it's a time to address those shadows if they're coming up. Clarity. Because I feel like you can be the emperor. This is whether you're single or in a relationship. You can be the emperor, but I feel like your thoughts about yourself are stopping you from becoming the best that you can be. I feel like, weirdly, I know there's no self-sabotage card here, but self-sabotage is a little bit what's coming to my head. And there's a fear of the unknown. There's a fear of collapsing. Remember that you're never on your own. You've always got yourself, and you've always got your higher self. Tune into it. Really, really tune in to what is in your gut and your heart of what you really want and what your vision of your life is. Really try to be clear on that, because otherwise what happens is just this like absolute mess and you don't know what's going on. So I feel like journal is coming into my head. Sometimes I do mind maps. If any of you are quite visual, I'm quite a visual person. So start with something in the middle. What do I want? So that's especially coming through, I think, for both single and people in established relationships. But if you're single, really focus on that relationship with yourself. You've got a perfect time to do it. Being single is the best time to do that. To really go, what do I like? What do I want more of in my life? How do I really feel about myself? What do I like about myself? I would encourage you to write down things that you like about yourself and what you love, what else you love. So like, that could be a place, that could be food, all these things. Like, write down what you love. I think it's really important. And we think about love and we think about relationships, we think about other people and all this, but we really have to have that relationship with ourselves to be really solid, or there will just be this mess, and you'll get in the way, and you'll jump in the way of yourself. Really, and just be patient with yourself. Patience, compassionate with yourself. You haven't done anything wrong. You know, the world's not against you. Everything that's happening is happening for you. And it's happening for your best interest. And you'll come out of, if you're having a hard time, you'll come out of this and you'll be like, oh my gosh, if that hadn't happened, like I wouldn't be who I am. Yeah, I feel like this is really about the relationship with yourself. So if you're in a relationship, if you're in an established relationship, yeah, I what's coming to me is that, like, if the relationship with yourself is lacking, you might put fears onto the other person, and I would want you to know that I want you to know why somebody would love you, because they do. You're beautiful, lovely, great, kind, compassionate. There are so many amazing things about you that somebody loves. And really, I really want you to know that, because if you can't see that inside, then everything else that's projecting out is fear. You know, that's just not a place that you want to be, because you want to be in that place of love. So really focus on yourself, and if there's anything that is collapsing, that feels like it's falling down, remember your stability, your root, your anchor is that relationship with yourself. That comes first. And once that is so strong, nothing else will feel as bad or hurt as much as everything else did. Really hone in that. So if you are in a relationship, just take some time to yourself. If you can, take some time to yourself to do what you love, and just be with yourself, and be okay with being by yourself. There's a lot of self-love going on here, I feel like. So let's finish off with a little oracle card for all of you. Surrender to the sweetness. Make love to life. I love that. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. Yeah, there's so many amazing things around you. This is about gratitude. This is about your friendships. This is about you and just what lights you up, and feeling that light. And just when something is great, let it be great. Don't worry that, oh, it's me, it's always going to go wrong, or like something's going to happen that will just make it, you know, it's too good to be true. I don't believe in too good to be true. I believe in everything is good, and that you deserve goodness. Too good to be true comes from a place where deep down, you feel like you don't deserve things to be great. So focus on that self, really focus on those beautiful things around you, and practice that gratitude, and really notice when you think about something you really love, whether that's a friend, partner, place, a thing you love doing, an object, notice that feeling, and then try and notice the more it comes up in your life, and only pick the things, really focus on the things that make you feel like that, the sweet things. All right, well, have a lovely day, week, month, whenever I next see you, and have a lovely March as well. And I think that's everything from me. So I'll see you all soon in another reading. Goodbye.